Mr. Wimal Jayakody is a past president of ASHRAE Sri Lankan chapter for 2 terms in the years 2007-2008 and 2012-2013. He has obtained his MSc Engineering in Refrigeration and Air Conditioning in 1981 from the State University of USSR. Mr. Jayakody joined ASHRAE in 1997 while working abroad. He has 35 years experience in many local and international organizations. He has been an active member in the local chapter from the inception. In 2002, he was the alternate for the first region at large chapter's regional conference held in United Kingdom. Mr. Jayakody, could you please update on how you feel about the Sri Lankan chapter today?
If you look at 2002, I'm really happy to see the today's status of ASHRAE Sri Lankan chapter. Looking at the other chapters in the region, or the region at large, our chapter is very much matured chapter. Because at the time we have some 10-15 people, now we are over 120. And also, the chapter made us a common platform for engineers, contractors, consultants, and trade practitioners to work together and exchange views. And also, we conducted so many technical transfer programs. We participated in international conferences so that our team of members got ultimate benefit from the local chapter. And I'm also proud to say that we were the winners of many events in regional conferences.
Well, meanwhile, could you describe how ASHRAE Sri Lankan chapter can support the local industry to establish local standards and upgrade our standards in line with ASHRAE guidelines to provide a better service?
It is for the high time. The main reason is now, if you look at the international research, the 5 billion of people globally is moving into the urban cities. So the high-rise buildings, tall buildings, mega tall buildings, super tall buildings are coming up like, the mushrooms coming after the rain. So when you look at high-rise buildings, so you have to worry about many things. Indoor air quality, it's a strange society, or the city on top. So that we have to adhere so much standards, the practices, and requirements, and the energy, sustainability, green buildings, concepts, and also the energy. So the world, the developed part of the world is looking at net zero energy buildings. So, and especially we are in hot and humid climate conditions. So ASHRAE is to play a vital role in establishing a local standards to uniform all the practices and take into the common rail, so that we are in line with the global standards. Looking at the tourism, looking at the international marketing, international business, we can get ultimate benefit if we practice the international guidelines as usual in industry.
Apart from the people in the field, can you enlighten us on how the community at large has benefited from this ASHRAE Sri Lankan chapter?
That's one very good question, because whatever we said and done, that is basically, if you look at an individual, it is basically to make your bread and butter. That's why everybody is doing a job. So the ultimate benefit going to the society is a professionally. But sometimes we get away from the family, we get away from our children, we become more professional, but our contribution to the society is minimized because of the workload and all. But chapter manual of chapter operations, MCO, specifically highlighted the need of community services. So I'm very proud to say that our chapter has done so many social responsibilities in a very professional way. I can remember in 2007 we have done the medical camp and the people benefited so nearly about 1,000. The whole day camp
In the village.
in a village, and also the chapter has supported less privileged school in sanitary facilities, constructing toilets and other areas, and also the chapter managed to donate some computers, printers and things like that to the less privileged areas, and also the scholarships granted by the chapter is immense. I think that is so many people benefited, the young engineers in society. So we are okay with the chapter activities.
And finally, can I ask, what has the chapter done to the young engineers?
It is also the very interesting question, because in ASHRAE history and RAL region at large, Sri Lanka was the country and Sri Lankan chapter was the chapter where YEA, Young Engineers in ASHRAE, started. That was in 2013 when I was the president of the chapter. So now we push many young engineers, and we have established our chapter student branches in universities in Moratuwa, University of Prayardini and technical colleges. So the participation of young engineers into the field is increasing. So our efforts are working.
Mr. Jayakody, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Pandu. Thank you very much.